Hey, let's talk about saying what you mean. The idea might not seem so relevant to the three large men you see rolling around on the ground in that picture above, but had another large man not failed in saying what you mean's derby, taking place just a few minutes before this picture was snapped, there would have been a very different story to tell. And the New York Jets have bumbled their way out of the upcoming NFL playoffs, but when the question of saying what you mean came up a couple of weeks ago, well, things looked very different. Saying what you mean fits hand in glove with one of our recurring themes. In marketing, authenticity matters. Now sure, even the idea of authenticity can seem inauthentic, but simply saying what you mean is a big deal and can go a long way. People can tell when you're making it all up instead of telling the truth. I've taken issue in the past with the NFL. Its stance on the use of the term Super Bowl is mind-numbingly draconian, and the NFL walks a very odd line between capitalism, socialism, and whining about antitrust exemptions they just don't deserve. But as most businesses do, the NFL has a long-standing history of precision in language, and it popped up during the coin toss preceding overtime of a recent game. The New England Patriots won that coin toss, and inexplicably they elected to kick off, which is a strategic mistake, period, if you understand the rules associated with regular season NFL games that go to overtime. New England's coach, Bill Belichick, understands these rules and is known as one of the great strategists in NFL history. So despite his claims otherwise, it's difficult to believe he had intended to kick off given the choice. What happened is that Patriots player Matthew Slater said the Patriots wanted to kick. The options are kick, receive, or choose to defend a particular goal. Presumably Slater meant to opt for the latter, but it isn't what he said. The saying what you mean issue cropped up here. It was sloppy, it was unintentional, and once the horse left the barn, it didn't matter. Now there's a precedent. In the 1962 AFL Championship game, the Kansas City Chiefs' Abner Haynes won the overtime coin toss and said, "We'll kick to the clock." The wording was unfortunate. What he meant was that the Chiefs wanted to defend a particular goal, and he assumed that selecting that would cause the other team to make the secondary choice of receiving. But Haynes said, "We'll kick." He said it before anything else. It was not an example of saying what you mean, even though he meant it to be. On the internet, the smallest of tweaks to your marketing language matters. Unless you're Kim Kardashian, no one's waiting for you to talk. You need to cut through the noise to get any attention. And that starts with simply, that's right, saying what you mean. Just ask Angie's List how easy it is to blow away trust. Want to talk about saying what you mean? How you can do a better job of it? Right here. I'm the Answer Guy, and I'll be back.